Okay guys, you can see that now we have the consistency that we want for our dough. It's tacky, but it doesn't stick to you, and that's good. And we're not beating the hell out of it, we're just working it in good. Now, I have to say, sometimes I make this stuff and it doesn't rise. This is a heavy, coarse bread that I'm making also. Some people might not like it that way. And if you don't, you're probably a communist. And they ought to shoot you. But, oh, she said that's not nice. But she likes my bread. So, now, I think we are about ready for the next step. What we're going to do, move the camera here, take that pan, wipe it out a little bit. Going to grease the inside with butter, because I only cook with butter. And then we're going to let this guy rest and rise. I might put the camera on it, see if we can do a time lapse of it rising. That might be kind of neat.
Ah! Stop it! He's not doing nothing.
Okay guys, now we got the pan buttered, or the bowl buttered, and you can see I'm having to do this with one hand. I'm going to pour it out. That side is buttered now. I'm going to drop that in again. It's probably going to make 2 small loaves of bread when we get everything finished. Now, I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to say we're going to let it sit for like 30 minutes or so, let it rise. Okay guys, now we're back and you can see that it has risen pretty good, pretty well. We're going to take it, just going to punch it down. You can see it deflate. Now, while we're doing that, tip you up. That pan I have already greased. I'm using butter. This pan, I'm going to do the same thing. Just butter. I've let it soften up at room temperature. And we're going to just rub it in here. Now, I will say, wash your hands. And I have. And I will also say, if you are ever concerned, just use more butter. So, that is good. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to break this up into 2 pieces, put it each in the pan. We're going to let them rise for like 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, guys, we are back. It's that dough rather. We're going to separate it, half it up, put the ugly side on the bottom so when it rises it will look beautiful. See if I can get you in the picture there. Good, 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 good. Now, this is butter. Going to make a nice, pretty top on it. If you really want to brown it, you can get some egg white and brush on it, and that will make it brown up pretty like a store-bought loaf. But you know, this is homemade bread. So we're gonna let this sit for 10 minutes now. More to come. Okay guys, now I've got the bread. It's been sitting for about 10 minutes and you can see it's starting to rise. I've got it sitting on the stovetop where it's nice and warm. I just turned off this pasta spaghetti sauce that we're doing for dinner tonight to go with the bread. And this is nice and warm. We're going to let it sit here for about 20 minutes or so until it rises up. Yeah, bread is involved. Can you imagine 100 years ago somebody making bread for their family? You would take a day out of the week and make bread all day long, and then you would take like a day out of the week and do laundry all day long, and then like one day out of the month you'd probably take a day out and do soap to do the laundry and for bathing and everything. So it's actually quite involved. If you're going to do it, I like to have like 4 or 6 pans. That would be ideal, because if you're going to do it all at once, and that way you have it. But it's just my wife and myself and Sam, so we can't quite eat it. Well, you know, that's a lot of calories. So more to come, guys. Okay guys, now that has risen so nice. I didn't divide it up quite as well as I should have. I wish you could smell the kitchen, because I'm making the garlic butter sauce, which is garlic and butter, 1 stick of garlic, and like 9 or 10 pieces of, or 1 stick of butter and 9 or 10 pieces of garlic that I have crushed and chopped. Man, that smells good. Now, the oven is hot and ready, 375 degrees. We're going to do for 30 minutes. It says 40. We're going to try 30. So, more to come. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. I'll pull them out 5-6 minutes before it's time to finish, and I will smear the tops with butter, make it nice and brown. More to come. Okay, that is a damn near finished loaf of bread. Now we're taking the butter. We don't use margarine, we use butter. And we're going to coat it hot, 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 hot. Coat it nicely. This guy goes back in the oven. Other guy comes out. Smear it, cover it, coat it, layer it. Butter. This guy goes back in the oven. Got the bread. We have our dip, which is a lasagna dip. Really good recipe my wife found. More to come. So there we go. Done and done. Good loaf of bread. Good loaf of bread as well. Man, that makes some good sandwiches. So we're finished. Every man should know how to fix 1 or 2 dishes just for the heck of it, so he doesn't starve to death. And there are some of my admins that I want to mention. Bruce Hedrick, Mike Marin, and Daniel Trawick. Guys, if you watch this video, you can either mention your favorite dishes that you can cook, or post a video of it. It's not going to be some kind of challenge or anything like that. But, and all of you guys, if you got a good video, or if you have a good recipe and you want to do a good video of it, throw it up there. Man, I'd love to see it. And if it's really good, I'd love to cook it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Here's Hooch. In there hooching. This is me. You can hear me. And y'all gonna make some mayhem.